Welcome, beautiful damsels. Not everything that's hard on the outside is tough on the inside. Crack it open, and you might just find the sweetest core. What if I told you that the humble watermelon holds the secret to the enigmatic power of Sigma females? Sounds bizarre, right? But here's a fact. Watermelons are 92% water, yet they can quench thirst better than an entire bottle of fancy mineral water. Why? Because they're perfectly balanced, sweet, refreshing, and unapologetically themselves. And isn't that what defines a Sigma female? Think of the watermelon effect as more than just a quirky analogy. It's a blueprint for navigating life with quiet strength, sharp boundaries, and unshakable authenticity. Sigma females, like watermelons, are layered, complex, and full of surprises. But beware, just because they're refreshing doesn't mean they're for everyone. So, grab a metaphorical slice, settle in, and prepare to decode the most unexpectedly juicy life lesson you've ever stumbled across. Because if life gives you watermelons, it's time to figure out how to wield their magic, Sigma style. Number 1. The shell paradox. The watermelon's hard shell is its most defining feature, tough, rigid, and unyielding to casual touch. It's designed to protect what lies within, a tender, vibrant, and juicy core. This duality isn't just nature's design, it's a mirror of how Sigma females navigate the world. To the outside observer, they appear impenetrable, calm, composed, and unbothered by the chaos around them. But that exterior isn't about being cold or unfeeling. It's a shield, a boundary, a deliberate choice to guard the depth of their inner world. What many fail to realize is that this shell isn't about weakness or fear. It's about wisdom. A Sigma female knows not everyone deserves access to her vulnerability, her dreams, or even her time. Her exterior is a silent but firm statement. You need to prove yourself worthy before you see what's inside. This selective openness is not arrogance. It's self-preservation in a world that often mistakes kindness for weakness and openness for availability. But here's where the magic lies. Those who are patient enough to knock gently, to understand the weight of her boundaries, often discover an interior that's unexpectedly soft. A Sigma female's core is where her truest self resides, empathetic, nurturing, and full of quiet strength. The contrast between her exterior and interior is what makes her so compelling, even a little mysterious. However, not everyone gets that privilege, and that's exactly how it should be. Like the watermelon, her shell is not a rejection of others, but a celebration of her self-worth. If she lets you in, it means you've earned something rare and extraordinary. A glimpse of her authenticity, as vibrant and refreshing as the sweetest bite of summer. Number 2, the Overflow Principle. When a ripe watermelon is cut, it doesn't hold back. The juice flows freely, a sign of its perfect ripeness and abundance. It doesn't strain to prove its sweetness. It simply exists as it is, overflowing with richness. Sigma females are much the same. When they step into their element, when they feel seen, respected, and understood, they become a force of effortless brilliance, pouring their ideas, insights, and creativity into the spaces they occupy. This overflow isn't forced or calculated. It's the natural result of their inner reservoir of knowledge and self-assurance. Sigma females don't compete for attention or seek validation. They thrive on their own terms, and that independence creates an aura of confidence that's impossible to ignore. Their energy inspires others without demanding anything in return, just as the juice of a ripe watermelon refreshes without effort. But this overflow comes with a lesson. Ripeness is a process. A watermelon doesn't reach this point of abundance overnight, and neither does a Sigma female. Her journey is marked by growth, self-discovery, and pruning, letting go of what no longer serves her. The result is a woman who doesn't just contribute. She transforms the environments she enters, leaving them richer, fuller, and more vibrant. Yet, this abundance isn't for everyone, just as a watermelon's juice isn't appreciated by someone who's indifferent to its sweetness. A Sigma female's overflow only resonates with those attuned to her wavelength. And that's the beauty of it. Her impact is never wasted. It finds the right people, the right spaces, and the right moments, creating a ripple effect of inspiration and enrichment wherever she goes. Number 3, seeded versus seedless. In life, as with watermelons, seeds are unavoidable. They are the small, often inconvenient challenges that interrupt the sweetness. Some people crave a seedless existence, smooth, predictable, and free of obstacles. But Sigma females understand a deeper truth. The seeds are where the magic happens. Those imperfections, the struggles, and the messy moments are not just unavoidable. They're essential for growth. A seed holds potential. It's the beginning of something greater, something transformative, but only if it's embraced. Sigma females recognize that every challenge contains a lesson, and every setback is an opportunity to grow. They don't shy away from the discomfort that seeds bring because they know that rejecting the seeds is rejecting the very essence of life's evolution. Without them, there is no depth, no resilience, and no real understanding of what it means to thrive. Choosing a seedless life may seem appealing, free from interruptions and inconveniences. But Sigma females know better. A life without seeds is a life stripped of substance. The challenges, no matter how small or irritating, are what push them to dig deeper, think smarter, and rise stronger. It's through the seeds, the hard conversations, the risks, and even the failures that they discover their truest capabilities. In fact, Sigma females don't just tolerate the seeds, they learn to work with them. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, they see them as opportunities to plant something new. Each seed becomes a symbol of growth, an indicator that they're moving forward instead of standing still. To reject the seeds would be to reject the very process that shapes them into the quietly powerful individuals they are. After all, what's sweeter than success that grows out of the challenges you once thought you couldn't overcome? Number 4. Balancing sweetness and density. Watermelons strike an almost magical balance. They're sweet enough to satisfy a craving, but watery enough to refresh and hydrate. It's this harmony between richness and practicality that makes them so universally loved. Sigma females embody this same principle whether they realize it or not. Their strength lies in balancing emotional depth with grounded, real-world practicality. Emotional richness, the sweetness, gives a Sigma female her empathy, creativity, and the ability to form deep connections. It's what allows her to inspire, lead, and understand people on a profound level. But unchecked, this emotional side can become overwhelming. Too much sweetness can drown her in overthinking, emotional exhaustion, or misplaced priorities. Sweetness alone is indulgent but not sustainable. On the other hand, her practicality, the watery element, keeps her grounded. It ensures that her decisions are rational, her goals achievable, and her boundaries intact. It allows her to navigate life with clarity and efficiency, avoiding the pitfalls of chaos. Yet too much practicality can harden her. It can strip away the vulnerability and warmth that make her magnetic, turning her into someone cold, distant, or overly rigid. The magic of a Sigma female lies in how she blends these two sides of herself. When sweetness and density coexist, she becomes a powerful force. She is compassionate without being naive, decisive without being ruthless, and creative without being chaotic. This balance allows her to move through life with grace and adaptability, adjusting her approach to meet the needs of the moment. The challenge, of course, is maintaining this equilibrium. A Sigma female knows that tipping too far in one direction creates vulnerability, not in the external world but within herself. True strength lies in keeping her emotional sweetness and practical density in perfect harmony, just like a perfectly ripened watermelon. Number 5. Scarred skin doesn't mean rotten flesh. A watermelon with a scarred, weathered exterior might not look perfect at first glance. Its skin may show scratches from the field, marks from rough handling, or patches that seem imperfect. But cut it open, and the truth is revealed. A vibrant, untouched interior bursting with sweetness and life. For Sigma females, this is a perfect metaphor for their own journey. Life leaves marks, emotional scars from betrayal, mental wounds from failures, or physical reminders of battles fought. These are the inevitable results of a life fully lived. But for Sigma females, these scars are not signs of weakness or diminished worth. Instead, they're badges of survival, quiet proof of resilience and strength. While society often pushes perfection and flawlessness, Sigma females know the deeper truth. Scars don't define who they are. Their response to those scars does. A scar tells a story. It speaks of challenges overcome, lessons learned, and battles that didn't break them. The key is understanding that while the exterior may carry the visible signs of struggle, the core, their mind, heart, and soul, remains whole and untouched. They don't let the world's superficial judgments determine their value because they know the true treasure lies beneath the surface. Sigma females carry their scars with quiet pride, not as a way to draw sympathy, but as a reminder to themselves of their strength. They don't hide them or pretend they don't exist. Instead, they embrace them, knowing that perfection is a myth and that beauty lies in authenticity. Much like a scarred watermelon still holds its sweet, refreshing core, a Sigma female's value isn't diminished by her visible flaws. It's enhanced by her ability to move forward, stronger and more vibrant than ever, with every scar a testament to her unbreakable spirit. Number 6. The perfect contrast. The striking contrast of a watermelon, the deep green shell against the vivid red interior, isn't just beautiful, it's symbolic. It represents two opposing forces coexisting in harmony. Sigma females embody this same duality, balancing two seemingly contradictory traits: the fiery intensity of their ambitions and the calm, composed exterior they present to the world. On the inside, Sigma females burn with a relentless passion. They are deeply driven, creative, and fiercely committed to their goals. This passion is the red core of who they are, a vibrant, unstoppable energy that fuels their every move. But unlike those who wear their ambition on their sleeves, Sigma females know how to temper this intensity. Their exterior, their green shell, is calm, collected, and composed. They don't need to shout their ambitions to be taken seriously. Their actions speak louder than words. This duality is what makes them so compelling. They are a paradox, approachable yet intimidating, soft yet strong, passionate yet measured. The world often underestimates them, mistaking their calm demeanor for indifference or aloofness. But beneath that shell lies a force of nature, quietly and steadily working towards success. By embracing this contrast, Sigma females navigate life with a unique balance. Their composure allows them to handle pressure with grace, while their inner fire ensures they never settle for mediocrity. They don't let their passion overwhelm them, nor do they let their calmness dampen their drive. Instead, they use both to their advantage, creating a life that's as dynamic as it is controlled. Like the watermelon's vivid red interior hidden beneath its dark shell, a Sigma female's true essence is revealed only to those who look closely. And when they do, they find someone whose depth and balance are nothing short of extraordinary. Number 7. The universal appeal. Watermelons are a universal symbol of refreshment and joy. From bustling summer markets in Tokyo to backyard barbecues in Texas, they're cherished by cultures around the world. Their appeal lies in their ability to offer something simple yet satisfying: delicious sweetness without pretense. Similarly, Sigma females possess an effortless magnetism that transcends stereotypes, drawing people from all walks of life while remaining true to themselves. What sets Sigma females apart is their authenticity. They don't fit neatly into societal molds or archetypes, and they don't try to. This refusal to conform doesn't alienate others, it intrigues them. People are naturally drawn to their quiet confidence and unapologetic individuality. It's as though they emit an unspoken message. You don't have to understand me, but you'll respect me. This universal appeal isn't about trying to please everyone. It's about living in alignment with their core values. Sigma females don't chase popularity or validation. Instead, their natural charisma comes from their ability to connect with people on a deeper level. They see beyond surface differences, status, culture, or labels, and focus on shared humanity. At the same time, they remain selective about who gets close. Like the watermelon, which is enjoyed in many ways but isn't for everyone, Sigma females hold firm boundaries. Their openness to diversity doesn't mean they compromise their standards or let just anyone into their inner circle. This blend of independence and approachability makes them uniquely compelling. They don't demand attention, yet they receive it. They don't seek admiration, yet they earn it. Much like the watermelon, whose simple sweetness is loved worldwide, Sigma females prove high that authenticity and depth are universally magnetic qualities. Number 8. Versatility and adaptability. Watermelons are among the most versatile fruits. They're delightful raw, refreshing as juice, and surprisingly bold when grilled. They adapt seamlessly to whatever the moment calls for without losing their essence, always unmistakably watermelon. This mirrors the unique adaptability of Sigma females, who navigate life with a similar fluidity while remaining true to themselves. A Sigma female thrives in her ability to evolve without compromising her core identity. She can seamlessly adjust to different environments, relationships, and challenges, not out of a desire to fit in, but because she knows the value of flexibility. Whether she's leading a team, learning a new skill, or tackling an unexpected obstacle, she meets each moment with composure and resourcefulness. This adaptability stems from her self-awareness. Sigma females understand that change is inevitable and growth is essential. Instead of resisting new circumstances, they embrace them as opportunities to refine their strengths and discover new aspects of themselves. However, what sets them apart is their unwavering commitment to their values and individuality. No matter how much they evolve, they never compromise their authenticity. Unlike people who conform to fit in, a Sigma female adapts by finding ways to align her uniqueness with the situation at hand. She knows that adaptability doesn't mean losing herself. It means finding creative solutions and approaches that remain true to who she is. This versatility makes her a force to be reckoned with. She can be the quiet thinker in one moment and the decisive leader in the next. Much like a watermelon that's just as delightful in a simple slice as it is in an exotic salad, a Sigma female's strength lies in her ability to be exactly what's needed, without ever ceasing to be herself. Number 9. The quiet power of refreshment. Watermelons have a unique power, refreshing without overwhelming. They quench thirst with ease, offering just the right amount of sweetness without dominating your senses. This quiet yet effective form of refreshment mirrors the way Sigma females operate. They don't crave the spotlight, nor do they force themselves into the center of attention. Instead, they command respect and influence with a subtle strength that leaves a lasting impression. Sigma females don't need to shout or boast to make their presence felt. Their power comes from the way they carry themselves, confident, calm, and in control. It's not about making noise, it's about creating space with their authenticity and wisdom. In any room they enter, they have the ability to shift the energy, offering insights and perspectives that feel both new and necessary. This quiet power comes from their deep understanding of themselves and the world around them. What sets them apart is their ability to refresh without overwhelming. They speak when it matters and contribute when it will make a difference, never wasting words or energy. The people around them don't feel the need to be constantly on guard, nor do they feel neglected. Instead, they're invited to think more deeply, act more thoughtfully, and approach situations with greater clarity. Sigma females may not dominate a conversation or control a room, but they subtly shape the outcome of any interaction. Just like a watermelon, which quenches your thirst without taking over your palate, they offer refreshment to the mind and spirit, changing the atmosphere not with force, but with grace. Number 10. Seasonal rarity. Watermelons are a summer delicacy, a treat that becomes scarce when the weather turns cold. Their presence is something to look forward to, a fleeting pleasure that feels even more special because of its rarity. This seasonal scarcity mirrors the approach of Sigma females, who understand the power of selective presence. They don't feel the need to be everywhere or involved in everything, and it's this rarity that adds to their allure. Sigma females know that their value increases when they're not overexposed. Like a watermelon in the heat of summer, they know when to step into the spotlight and when to retreat into the background, letting their absence build anticipation. Their deliberate presence isn't about seeking attention, but about knowing when they can offer the most value and when it's time to remain selective. This scarcity doesn't make them aloof or detached. It makes them intentional. Sigma females are aware that when they choose to show up, they bring something meaningful to the table. Their insights, energy, and authenticity are treasured precisely because they aren't constantly available. This rare balance is what makes their contributions so impactful. Much like the watermelon's seasonal availability, Sigma females don't overstay their welcome. They thrive in their moments of scarcity, letting their absence create a sense of mystery and importance. When they do appear, they bring a refreshing perspective that is deeply appreciated because it's rare and well-timed. It's this ability to embrace their rarity, understanding that their presence enhances their value, that makes Sigma females so captivating. In the end, the watermelon isn't just a fruit, it's a perfect reflection of the Sigma female, complex, vibrant, and powerful in ways that can't be easily explained. From the protective shell that guards her essence to the sweet overflow of wisdom she shares effortlessly, she is a study in balance. The scars she wears are reminders of battles fought and won, and the contrast between her intense passion and calm demeanor is what makes her truly remarkable. Like the watermelon, she may not seek the spotlight, but when she enters a room, her presence is undeniable, rare, and refreshing. Sigma females don't need to prove their worth to anyone, because their value is clear, both in their moments of quiet reflection and in the powerful impact they have when they choose to share their wisdom. They understand that life's challenges, like the seeds of a watermelon, are part of what makes them who they are, strong, resilient, and ever-evolving. They embrace their uniqueness, knowing that it's not about fitting into the world, but about allowing the world to adapt to them. Just as the watermelon's fleeting season makes it all the more treasured, the rarity of the Sigma female's presence is what makes her captivating. When she does show up, she leaves a lasting impression, offering refreshment and clarity to those lucky enough to witness her. She doesn't need to be everywhere to be everything. She simply has to be herself. And that, in its most authentic form, is more than enough. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the brilliance of the Sigma female and the powerful metaphor of the watermelon, don't miss out on more content that will challenge, inspire, and empower you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join a community that celebrates individuality, strength, and authenticity. You won't want to miss the next video. So stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, true power comes from embracing who you are. See you in the next one. Thanks, damsels, for tuning in. See you in the next vid. Bye and stay blessed.